Hey, how's it going, everyone? Welcome back to another episode of the DTB podcast, the #1 barber podcast on YouTube and of the world.
Stay down, came up, God made a way.
Today we have a special guest, but before we get into it, we just want to go remind you to please go subscribe to our channel. When you go subscribe to our channel, you become part of this community. You help the movement keep moving forward, and you help the vision stay alive. Before we get into this episode, we're going to pass it up to our co-host.
DTB fam, how's it going, everybody? We back. We at a different location right now, different type of setup. We got a different vibe. We're bringing somebody back to their hometown. We got 661's very own Bakersfield and La Casa. We got Blessedbysteezy.
Let's go. Wow, thank you guys, bro. Honestly, it's an honor being here with you, Diego, KO. You guys are inspiring, and honestly, it feels good to be back at home, bro.
Yeah,
in my home city.
Hell yeah.
This is crazy right now, bro.
That was really interesting. Like you said, like it's interesting how the universe plays out,
bro. It always works in our favor, you know, into everything we do. What was crazy is that when you messaged me, you know, we switched the location last minute. I had told my boy Hernan on the way here, like, bro, it'd be crazy if, like, I don't know, if I ever do a podcast in Long Beach.
Damn.
Bro, when you sent me the address, I'm like, bro, that's right around the corner where I grew up at, bro. My whole life, literally in the west side of Long Beach. If you guys are watching this, if you guys are still tapped in, we're here in the city. So we're here in Long Beach, you know?
Yeah. Thank you. You're very inspirational too, bro. And you're really, really creative. And that's what we brought you here today, right? For you could share your story, share with the community and the audience a little bit more about you. Let them know that we're more than barbers. You know, we got some projects going on. Exactly. We have some goals to accomplish. So that's what we brought you here today, bro. So, you say you're from Long Beach, right? But let's get that settled. Where are you really from then? What are you claiming right now?
So honestly, you know, I grew up here in Long Beach, you know, my whole life. But you know, sometimes they say you got to move outside of your area to be able to grow again. You know, I feel like at the time, for like, as far as like my family was, you know, everything that was going down, I was like, man, you know, my mom, all my family had moved to Bakersfield already. Like my stepdad found a job out there, he moved out there, my grandma, and we've always been so close. So I was like, man, like literally I was out here alone. My dad still stays in South Central, so I still come back and see my dad, and I have cousins, friends, barber family that I still come and see, you know. And at the time I was like, man, you know, my girl at the time was like, oh, we should move to Bakersfield. I was like, man, I don't know. And during COVID, you know how the 405, all the freeways, there was no one. So I was like, man, literally no traffic.
So you get to Bakersfield like an hour or
what? A lot, bro. Literally, bro, an hour. I was like, man, just visit my mom. And my mom's like, oh, I was seeing the house prices too. And my mom's like, move out here. And I was like, man, I can't just leave my clientele, you know. I was working in Artesia at the time at Razor Sharp with Yater at Yater's Barbershop. And, you know, I was like, hey, bro, I think I'm going to move. And he was real OG, bro, very cool guy. He was like, damn, Bakersfield, I have a primo out there, dog, but he's in the hood, dude. You know, I don't want you coming from this to that, you know? So I was like, man, I'm going to see what's out there, you know? And what's crazy is that I had went to Bakersfield in 2019 for Thanksgiving to spend it at my mom's. And I was looking for a barbershop to get a haircut, you know? And I seen this shop. It's called Blended. And, bro, their style was really different. I was like, damn, I didn't even know Bakersfield had barbers like this. So that stayed in my mind. And when COVID finally happened, when I ended up moving, I tapped in with the owner. His name is Sal. And he's like, bro, yeah, come check it out. I went literally that day. It was in June, the summer of June, 2020. I went to the barbershop and I told him, like, hey, bro, you know, I messaged you a long time ago to see if you had space. He's like, oh, you're from Long Beach and this and that. I'm like, yeah. You know what? Right now we have all the chairs full, but if something opens up, I'll hit you up. And bro, literally, like, I was desperate to work. Like the next day we had a cookout at my tia's house, and I'm literally on the couch, bro, just chilling. Like, dang.
But you already moved to Bakersfield already?
I moved in July 2020.
Oh, okay.
Literally, man, right before my birthday. My birthday's in July 2nd.
Okay.
So, bro, I'm literally sitting there on the couch. I get the call from the man. He's like, hey, bro, you're still up to work or what? And I'm like, bro, literally, that was the next day.
Damn.
I was like, bro, whenever you need me. He's like, bro, come through tomorrow. Say less, you know? So I grabbed my stuff, went straight to the shop, bro. And, like, I wasn't no one, bro. I didn't know not one soul out there, bro. No one, bro. No one. Just
hey, it's crazy because you could go to a whole new shop and nobody knows you.
Yep.
Bro, and 2 hours away of a, city difference, bro. It was crazy.
That's
I was
a lot.
Like, damn, I had a clientele already. I was working with, I had friends that work with like Regulo Caro. Bro, they were tapping me in at the time at the barbershop. Some guy named Bobby, he was in Kevin Ortiz's grupo.
Okay.
So sometimes he would have gigs and he's like, hey, bro, can you take care of this person for me? Like, I was already tapping in with artists, like people that I wanted to work with.
Correct.
Yeah.
So I was like, man, like, I'm going to leave all this shit behind, dude. Like, I don't want to. I really don't want to.
So why did you really leave though? Like, if you had all these cons against or disadvantages?
Because I have a daughter.
Okay.
And I was like, man, do I really want her to grow up in the environment? Maybe I could give her a better, better life, better city, better schools. So honestly, the opportunities were just greater. Houses were cheaper, and I was so eager to buy a house.
Okay.
At the time.
Yeah.
And I was like, man, and Bakersfield didn't have a lot of barbershops like that. So I was like, man, maybe I could throw my flavor, my LA flavor out there,
Yeah, Bakersfield is still developing in the barber industry.
Bro. It's still developing. And honestly, I was like, dude, that was on my mind the whole time. That was my mission. I was like, I want to bring LA flavor to Bako, And bro, 4 years in, and look what we created, bro. It's crazy how like
you're back up. You're backed up, booked up, everything.
Bro, everything, bro. I started getting booked up, bro. 5 months being in there, bro. And I was, man, my first client, literally, no one wanted a haircut by me. I was like the walk-in barber. Everyone had appointments. During COVID, I'm not supposed to say this. They stayed open during COVID. They're like, nah, we're going to, till the wheels fall off.
Oh, we stayed open too, bro.
Yeah.
I'm not supposed to say this.
Nos arriesgamos,
Yeah.
So, bro, literally, I had no clientele, nothing. I was a walk-in barber. Hey, bro, he's open. Like, I'll just wait or I'll come back. No one wanted to. It was one dude. His name is Daniel, and I still cut him up to this day. Thanks to him, bro. He came in one day. He's like, bro, I need a cut. Like, hey, homeboy's open. Bro, cut me up. Cool. I cut him up, bro, and he was already cutting his hair with the big-time barber out there. He's like, hey, you're my new barber, dog. Cool. Bro, literally, dude got locked up like a week later.
Damn.
But his cousins, hey, bro, my homie Daniel told me about you. Boom. So they started booking. And then just, bro, the ball just started rolling from there. I was like, all right, cool, and people are just like starting to know now, And I give a lot of props to the owner, Sal, from Blended Barbershop, because he gave me the opportunity and he gave me the platform. He, did what he had to do to kind of like, bring the clientele over to me too,
correct.
Although it's not his job fully, it's ours too,
Yeah.
On top of that, passing out cards, bro. I did everything I had to do that I wasn't used to.
You had to go back to the old school, to the roots,
bro. OG, I was like, damn, like, do I have to do this? I have to do this, bro. And when you're, when you're a hustler, bro, the hunger, you're gonna do whatever it takes. Especially I have a daughter to feed. I can't let that happen, bro. So I was like, nah, ni modo, let's go, So I drove everywhere, passed out cards. I left my cards, and of course, like on all the Teslas and all the good cars, you want that good clientele. So that was cool. I had a lot of clientele through that too, like, in the medical field, doctors, and from there, just started getting known, bro.
Oh, man. Hey, so where is this barbershop at? Like downtown Bakersfield? Because I know Bakersfield is a lot of fields. There's the streets are apart.
Bakersfield is the city itself too. So todos los fields que, where you guys hear where all the produce comes, that's on the outskirts. But in the city, it's all, it's getting saturated with more barbershops and stuff like that. Now, I feel like those people, I'm not going to say look at us because I'm not from here no more. Look at you guys as inspiration. Like, they tapped in. Bro, there was barbers that told me like, hey, you heard of GT? Yeah, GT's my boy.
Damn.
Like, yeah. Bro, everyone sees your guys' work out here, bro. I mean, KO too. They're like, hey, KO, he's always with the fresh fits.
There's no one doing that in Bakersfield.
There's no one doing that, bro. Yeah. So literally, and it felt good knowing that I knew, but I didn't want to be that guy like, oh, I know him. Like, nah, I'm gonna bring that with me, and I'm gonna build it, over here myself. You know? But tuve ese orgullo, bro, that I came from Long Beach and knew people, barbers from everywhere, bro. South Central to the Valley, to Long Beach and all that, me lo traje con orgullo, bro, to start what I can out there. So people started tapping in with me, and then, of course, came to doing, like, the videos and stuff with my boy Hernan, que me lo traje. He's out there right now. And once we started doing stuff like that, bro, it was different. It was not no regular barber video. Like, he's like, I don't know what you want to do, bro.
Hey, so you started doing these videos once you moved to Bakersfield? Before that, you weren't doing that?
No, it was simple. Like, any reel you see a kid doing in barber college where they spin the chair, bro, I was doing that type of... It was different, bro. I wanted to. I was like, dang. And at the time, because I went to International Academy in Southgate.
Southgate, yeah.
So I knew Flair because of that. I knew Chewy, you know, all those guys, but through Instagram. Flair, I had met him a couple times in person, but it was like, I wasn't at that level for him to even know who I was.
Okay.
The reason why he got to know me was because some of the kids that went to barber college there were telling Flair about me, like, because Flair was like, hey, who's the one that gets down at barber college? Like, who's the best one?
Yeah.
I want to bring him to the team. Oh, Steezy, bro, Steezy. Like, who's this cat, you know? So that's how he knew Flair. But we never, like, kind of worked together, you know?
Okay.
He did offer me a job before COVID, but I was already working in Artesia.
Okay.
So over there, and I was working with Panama Black and Raw, which they work with Diego with DGAF.
Oh yeah.
House. So I was working with those guys, and they were teaching me the whole like
color
how they do, bro.
Oh.
And I was like, dang, this is different. So honestly, I took advantage of that. You know.
What year was this?
This was in 2018. Bro.
Diego was like at his peak and all that, right?
Bro, Diego was not even at the shop, bro.
No, he was already doing other things.
He carried his puppy everywhere. Like, he was out, bro. He never.
He was a businessman.
Yeah.
He was a businessman. He still is.
Yeah, so they were working at the shop I was working at, and then they left to House of Blends. Like literally, I worked with them for like maybe, I don't know, I want to say like a couple months, and then they moved. So
okay.
And when you moved to Bakersfield, I know you said that when you got there, the barbershop wasn't what the barbershop was, right? Like kind of saying like, was the barbershop industry a little different in Bakersfield when you pulled up and you saw that barbershop when you were looking for?
So literally, bro, I was looking already because I was getting used to like upgrading shops, you know, because obviously you coming from a hood shop, you start kind of like progressing.
Yeah.
So I was looking for something better, something that fits, like, I wanted my image now, somewhere where I could portray myself a certain way, you know, be myself. This barbershop that I seen, he just had everything different, bro. He had like Greek mythology stuff. You know, it looked very, very rich.
Really
bro.
aesthetic and rich, aesthetically
crazy.
rich.
Anyone that would go there would be like, damn, like how much does a haircut cost here? You know, like he had a different style. And
But was that a higher
blended?
level? Yeah.
Blended. That was
blended.
That was in Bakersfield.
And that's a higher level already of price or no? It was good.
Bro,
Like you thought it was good?
everybody knew, if you knew blender, bro, you're like, damn, like all the kids that were going to barber college, if they heard of blended, they were like, damn, you work at blended? Like, that's crazy.
How many chairs is it right there?
It was, I don't work there no more, but it was 8 of us, I want to say.
Okay.
8 barbers, yeah.
And then you transitioned to a new
I went to another shop only because that one closed down just for like, you know, certain reasons for the landlord and stuff like that.
Uh-huh.
They ended up moving to another side of town, and I went to another shop for the meantime, you know, because I still want to do like my own barber shop. So
out in Bakersfield?
yeah, bro.
You already made up your mind? That's where you're gonna do it?
I'm there to stay, bro. I'm there to
Ooh,
stay.
that's good.
Man, and then again, bro, I moved to Bakersfield with 700 followers. I only had 700 from here. When I moved out there, bro, now I'm at what, 3.2.
Oh yeah,
bro, it's crazy.
Damn.
Like they showed me the love.
People are
there,
sleeping on Bakersfield then.
Oh man, I'm telling you, people.
And the
are
houses are cheap. The living condition is better.
Yeah.
It is hot in the summer. I grew up there a little bit in the summers with my dad.
Yeah.
You know a funny story? I got out I remember I was in middle school, and I got out, and we were going through some stuff with my parents, and we were
So
losing.
you lived there for a
We were
bit.
losing our houses and all that, and my dad had a
Okay.
house in Bakersfield,
Uh-huh.
and then that was one of the last houses that he had, and he was like, "Kids, we're going to Bakersfield," and I'm just like, bro, I'm in the window like this, bro, crying, like if it was like a movie, not just like
Like, well, I'm living the city.
I'm leaving, like, and my mom was like, "I'm sorry," like, yeah, like we just got, but we never went, but we were doing the summers, and
No way.
so I was able to
bro.
experience the parks and
Yeah, that's
a little bit
crazy.
with the Walmarts. You got to drive 20 minutes. There's no liquor store. Like you got to walk like 3
Yeah.
blocks, but these 3
Yeah.
blocks are like
Yeah.
long, bro.
It's
Yeah.
not like that now. Ahorita ya, you know, there's
¿Se está
more
poniendo
stuff,
más?
bro. Well, bro, a lot of like, I'm telling you, shops that are like out here, that coffee shops or any famous like food, you know, your restaurant, now they're starting to pop out there.
Damn.
LA based, that's what I'm saying. Where does the inspiration come from? It comes from
From
here,
LA.
bro. I love Tierra Mia, bro. And I was telling my client, he's an investor. I was like, bro, Tierra Mia. He's like, no way, where's this place? I'm gonna go try it. Bro, this guy, he tried it. He went to the one in Long Beach right here on PCH.
Okay.
Hey, bro, it's just fire. And I was like, imagine Bakersfield had one. He's like, bro, you're smart, you know? So what I love about going to Bakersfield now, bro, is that I started tapping in with people that are, you know, they have, you know, their business mindsets, you know? they started, I started getting inspired by these people. Now my circle changed. It wasn't with the cats that I used to hang around with. It was more like, hey, bro, what are you going to do with your life? What are you going to do with your...
It's barbering? Like they genuinely care for you and they're genuinely trying to push you to go like somewhere.
When they say they have a lot of Indians and Arabs out there?
Yeah.
It's like that, bro. Those guys look out for me so much, bro.
And
like
they got a good income.
They got bread. I'm talking about bread. Like, and they don't say it, but they got bread.
Yeah.
So one of my best buddies, bro, he's Yemen. He's Arab, and he's like, bro, what are you gonna do? We gotta slap your name on this. Like, I got connects with Walmarts. I got connects with Targets. Like, let's create your product. Let's do this, bro. He's very movido.
Damn.
When he see me at Blended when I was just sitting on the chair waiting for a walk-in, bro. That's how he met me. And he's still with me, bro. Like, he brings his kids with me, his cousins, his uncles. Like, he wants me to progress, bro. He's like, bro, he's like, you're something special, bro. I want you to do something. Like, and whatever it takes, you don't have to pay me back. I'm just doing this for you. Like, I want you to create your brand. And I got connections to everything. I want you to do something with your life, bro. And you're going to do it, He's like, all right, cool. Like, yeah, whatever it takes, bro. Like, I want to do it, but it's all a process. Yeah, everything's a process, but it's not one day. It's day one, bro. You got to start now. And I'm like, damn, bro.
It's just motivating you, right?
It's motivating. So that's my circle now, bro. Like,
who would have thought Bakersfield got those type of people? Honestly, like, not to bash on them,
because the whole like the whole TikTok animosity. Everyone's like, oh, Bakersfield's bad, like, And I thought the same thing moving out there, and I was like, damn, but. Thankfully, gracias a Dios, bro, the side of town where I live at is like the west side of it. So it's cool, more calm. You got your like white folks there. Más calmado,
The houses cost a little bit more.
What do you mean by the TikTok animosity of Bakersfield?
Because I don't know.
They made a meme. They have made memes.
They made memes, and I don't know if you've seen that Colin Kaepernick show that was on Netflix where they talk about all the deaths that happened in Bakersfield. When that shit came out, I think it was over a year ago. I don't know if you've seen it.
No,
when that came out, bro, they were bashing like
Bakersfield, the town and stuff.
Everything, bro. It's just like shit that happens in Baco, and it's crazy because stuff happens not around the side where I live at, but you see it, and it's just like.
But it's almost like the hood, bro. Like I just saw a sign on Vermont that said 118 people have died in Vermont on Vermont Street since 2005. I'm like, damn.
Literally, bro. On Father's Day, I spent Father's Day with my dad. He lives in South Central. He's right off of a Hooper and 55th. So, don't get me wrong. Ahora sí me da miedo, when I come out here.
It feels different, though.
It feels different, but we're used to going to Alameda Swap Meet. So I told my dad, hey, let's go to a swap meet. I want to go revisit, good times. Bro, it's crazy because, you see everything, bro. My realtor, he was just out in Alameda Swap Meet, too, not too long ago. He calls me. He's like, on FaceTime, he's like, bro, this shit is insane. Like, you got a poster with La Virgencita right next to a Scarface one doing the coca line, And I'm like, bro, he's like, bro, this is where you go to the Bahamas for like $50. And I was like, bro, that's where, I grew up at, bro.
Yeah,
we grew up going to there, bro. Like, quería ropa. And if you had a lot of siblings, where were your parents going to shop at?
My mom used to buy my underwear right there and my muscle shirts because they were cheap.
And the 3-pack, the Power Ranger ones. Man, they were here, bro.
Or sometimes I'll go buy soccer shoes there, bro.
Oh,
soccer shoes.
You look like a soccer player.
I play soccer, so I'll go buy them. I told my dad, like, hey, take me right here.
Yeah, I still play soccer too.
It's funny. My dad lives like 5 minutes walking from there, 10 minutes.
Oh, yeah.
So when I was there at my mom's house, I would get pupusas and just to go eat, bro.
They got a lot of food right there now, huh?
Los churros,
the
churros are fire right there.
You walk out with diarrhea.
They got the people outside fixing the people's shoes and stuff.
Everything. They'll do you customized sweaters. They had a haircut. They had a salon too right there.
They had salons, yeah. Right now, I'm telling you, for Father's Day when we went with my dad, we stopped by. The ladies were there, still in those little chairs, the black chairs that you see in the salons. Like, they still have those old fashioned chairs. Yeah. And I just walked in there just to chop it up with the ladies, and they're like, hacemos como 20, 30 cuts a day. I'm like,
damn. But they're charging like affordable prices.
Yeah, of course, bro.
Decent.
That's where they take all their family members and stuff to get their cuts and stuff. So it's different, bro. It's a swap meet,
Yeah, so definitely.
You know what type of people that go there, but it's always good to humble yourself and go back to these roots and see where you came
and go
from,
eat an elote and go eat some chicharrones
all day, bro.
Tapatío and all that.
I got so full. I'm like, oh, damn,
hell yeah. You know what I was gonna ask you, Steezy? Because I have that thought too. Like, I've had that thought. Like, I talked to my wife and I told her, like, let's go to Pomona, man. Let's go to Bakersfield. Like, honestly, like, I told her, like, if you want to get a house and you want to live in your own house, I could buy one right now.
Yeah.
but it can't be in LA. That's why it has to be out there, but out there will be able to do it. And she's like, nah, but my church and this is far, and like, I mean, I'm down to start all over. You know, it's like, but what? So my question was, how were you able to take that jump, bro?
The leap of faith.
That leap of faith,
bro. Honestly, my mentor for barbering was Global Cuts. You guys know Global?
Oh yeah, no Global.
Global and Jonathan.
494.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So shout out to those guys, bro.
That's awesome,
bro. They were like, dude, if you have to move, if you don't see yourself progressing, bro, sometimes moving out, you know, outskirts or finding, you know, a new spot for you to grow is gonna help you out in your life. And I was like, man, it's too hard. I mean, it's too hard to just bounce, you know. So what helped me out, you know, honestly, what called it for me, bro, was just like house prices at the time, which I didn't even buy a house when I first moved there. I just bought my house last year, and I rented it. I don't even live in it.
You don't live in there?
I Airbnb it. I have an Airbnb business too, so that's what I do with that house. And I bought it in downtown, so it's a duplex. So you know, I rent out the front house by room, and then I have the back house, the guest house. I rent that out on Airbnb as well, so it's doing its thing, you know.
I have one of my friends I went to college with, and he started buying Airbnb houses in Bakersfield like 4 years ago.
Really?
And now he has like 4.
Yeah, bro. I'm telling you.
And you only drop like 16 racks, bro, for deposit, for the mortgage payment, like the down payment.
I'm telling you, it's so affordable still. And I thought, you know, I was like, man, I didn't want to get a house where I'm gonna move, like live there yet. You know, I kind of want to take my time. And because of like what I said, my clients, bro, the people that I hang around with, my realtors, like, nah, Airbnb that thing, bro. I'm like, dang, I don't know. I'm gonna be the first in my family, like in the generation, to ever do something like that. No one has ever done any, you know, business or anything like that, you know. So obviously there was a lot of doubt. I had a lot of like, you know, a lot of my family members, like uncles, you know, tias, you know, and even my own mom. She's like, mijo, like piénsala, like she.
Vente pa acá.
Yes, she thought like, you know, if I buy a house, it has to be my dream house. I was like, nah, it's not, it doesn't work that way. You know, you have to start off small. And then, so when I bought that house, she thought I bought this beautiful home, because I didn't show her none of the process, nothing. Like I was already doing shit with my realtor on the side, and then I was going to show her. The day I brought it to the house, I have it in downtown. So downtown was like the old, you know, suburb area of Bakersfield. Like those houses look very different in their own way, you know, kind of like you see in the movies. You know, they're very old homes, but they have charm. So I brought her to the house, and she's like, "Esta es," and I was like, "Yeah, it's the house." And she's like, "Oh, but what?" Like, you know, she was like, just looking at it, I was like, "You're offending me right now." Like, what's going on? So I took her inside the house. I took her, and no se miraba convencida. She was just like, no sé, hijo, pero like, ¿dónde vas a vivir tú? And this, I was like, no, it's not for me. Like, she's like, what? And so what are you gonna do? I was like, I'm gonna let this make my money, and then, you know, this could be my income. Like for passive income for my barbershop and stuff like that, you know. So she's like, oh, okay, pues a ver cómo te va, hijo, this. And so that doubt was
but like, it's like you said, you're the first in your family. This is new to everyone. It's like I always tell people, you're taking that leap into the unknown. Nobody's been there before.
Yeah, exactly. So like you said, no one has been there before. So at the time when I was like doing walkthroughs with all these houses, I always had my daughter with me, and my daughter was like, oh, who's this house for? Who's this for? The lady that I bought the house from, she's some Chinese lady. She's really invested, like, she makes money. Like, you know, she sold these properties, and she bought land in Malibu and Airbnbs out there now. So she was telling me, she's like, hey, you know, they have a lot of wisdom, bro. The Chinese people have a lot of wisdom. She's like,
they got that chi.
yeah, you know, figure. She's like, you bringing your daughter, you're instilling her in her mind what you're showing her right now. You know, these are resources that your parents didn't have. You have it now, thankfully, because of the people you met and like people like us. But now you're instilling that in her mind, so she's gonna grow up in this too, in that mentality. So honestly, that was like my proud moment, bro. Like showing my daughter, like, oh, we're gonna live here. Like, no, this is not our house, you know, whatever. And thankfully, bro, since I put it up on Airbnb, that thing's been booked, bro. Gracias a Dios, bro. Everything,
bro.
Like,
straight up, right now, when I was into you, bro, I'm just like, I'm gonna go buy a house in Bakersfield, bro, and rent it out.
You have to,
it
bro.
sounds easy, but I know it's not easy, right?
Yeah,
but I'm willing to take those sacrifices to go invest.
Whenever, bro, whenever you want to look into it, you know, let me know, you know, and I got connects now, so you know the right guidance of who to talk to, you know.
Yeah, I just like the idea how you said, because I think a lot of barbers, we make a lot of income, and then we're not investing it on the asset, right?
Exactly.
And it's we hear that a lot, invested in assets, but actually doing it, right? And I like what you say, like this could be passive income, and it'll build my barbershop.
Exactly.
You know, and maybe the next one that you get will
Yeah.
pay for your BMW, or
Yeah,
and this is what
exactly.
we gotta be doing. you know?
Yeah, because honestly, bro, like, if I hurt my hand today and I can't work for the next 2 weeks, like, where's that money gonna come from?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I thought that way. I'm like, no, we need to have the assets, to pay for our stuff. Or, if I got, like, let's say, estaba terco that I wanted a freaking Tesla, bro, not too long ago. I was like, nah, I'm gonna get a Tesla. My homie's like, no, buy your house. I was like, oh, you're right. He's like, yeah, because that could pay for your car payment, bro. And then even now, the Teslas and stuff like that, you could rent them out on Turo.
On Turo, yeah.
So he's like, bro, and rent that shit out too along with your Airbnb. And I was like, bro, you're crazy. And literally, that guy does that too. He's like, bro, so when people fly in or they need your house, they ask you too sometimes, like, do you have a car rental? I was like, dang, that sparked an idea in my head.
Man,
too.
2 for 1
Dude,
right
it's
there.
just crazy. Like, now, like, there's endless things you could do, So I'm like, yeah, I need to do, put my money to the side on investments to have the money rolling in. Because honestly, ideally, bro, at the end of the day, my goal is to maybe, start my barbershop, start other investments and different things, like maybe, coffee shops or stuff like that I really want to, bring for the city, but that comes from my name, for the community. And, be able to, like, not work, but make a certain income a month where I don't have to do anything.
Yeah.
Just be around and make sure I visit every spot or the restaurants and stuff like that. Make sure that, they're all doing their thing and making my money at the same time. And, obviously, que no le falte nada a mi daughter when she grows older.
Yeah, and then you pass that legacy down to her.
That's the goal, bro. That's the goal, yeah.
And is that something mainly that, like, that's what you want to focus on, or like, because I see now that you're mentioning that, and that's like your passive income and stuff like that. Are you shifting more towards being like that type of person, like businessman? Where are you kind of going with it? Because I know you're involved in the music, you're involved in doing those type of barber videos.
Yeah.
You're just involved with making hits. So where do you see yourself heading, in what direction? Are you just trying to cover all grounds right now?
So honestly, bro, I got a little taste of everything as I'm going, Ideally, yes, I have my business ideas on the side that I do want to have, like my business assets. I want to have different things going on, but I still want to have my barber image, which, like, that's why I don't even see it as my job, bro. This is just like my hobby, bro. I love cutting hair, bro.
We love cutting hair,
like,
yeah. You like the conversations and all that.
Everything, bro. All the relationships you build. You guys know how it is, So, like, I love doing that. When I started doing videos, a lot of people probably seen me as, like, I'm trying to compete with someone in the city. Hernan knows, and I told them, my goal, my mission was not to compete with anybody, bro. This is just
no, but you woke some fools up, bro.
Like, is there some people in Baco that's doing that, doing some videos like that too,
bro,
that they feel like it's like a competition type thing, like you drop something, that person drops
honestly,
something?
bro, yeah. So now going back to that, moving out there, like, my mission was just to retain clientele. Obviously, what are you gonna do to bring you out? Like, you're gonna do something different, right?
Creative, yeah.
Okay. No one ever done videos like the way we do. It's safe to say in Bakersfield, bro, no one has ever done any cinematic videos, like movie type of cinematic. I'm like, I don't want to do this. I want to add dialogue. Like, I want to act.
Real acting.
I want to act, because growing up, I love music. I love, I've always, like, envisioned myself in a music video, bro. Always, like, growing up. So I was like, I want to do something. I want to be an image, And it's crazy because the first video that we did, we shot it here in Long Beach too. It was a Bad Bunny video, where the little heart, the red heart and stuff. That's at the time you were doing Colores tour.
Yeah,
doing Colores tour.
Who you did that video with?
That was with the barber in Bakersfield.
Oh, okay.
Literally, he had just started working with us at Blended. His name is RJ. He was like, hey man, we should shoot a collab, and I was like, yeah, whatever. And bro, one day I'm driving home. It was when the Bad Bunny album dropped. I was driving home, and bro, the sunset hit. I'm listening to the album. I'm like jamming. I'm like, dude, it just sparked an idea. I called Hernan right when I got home, and I was like, bro, I have this idea. I'm at dialogue, da-da-da. He's like, bro, you're crazy, but whatever you want to do, let's do it. And I'm like, all right, cool. We took it back to Long Beach. I'm like, I want to do it in my city, bro. It's only right. He's like, all right, cool. So we literally got our Airbnb like a week, 2 weeks after. Came out here, we went to the beach, we shot it, and we added dialogue. It's on my page if you guys want to check it out on the Blessedbysteezy page. When we shot that and we uploaded it, bro, everyone in Bakersfield went crazy, bro. Like everyone, they're like, yo, this is different. There's this known barber out there, a couple, Raymond Blends and Herm. They got me to be a judge at one of their barber battles last year. Shout out to those guys. Bro, even they were like tapping in with me like, yo, like who's this cat, you know? So that honestly sparked something in me, you know, like getting more known from barbers, not just clients, but barbers were like, yo, like who's this fool? Like he came out of nowhere, like he's dominating or what, you know, whatever. So honestly, like I said, it wasn't to compete. It was just I wanted to do something different. And bro, it just like what's crazy is that sparked like a lot of like inspiration and people, you know. When we released that video, we had went to one of the barber colleges because that guy that I did the collab with, he did like a demo in his barber college. When I went out there, bro, people were like, hey, yo, you're Steezy, huh? This and that. I'm like, yeah, bro, what's up, man? You know, whatever. But I seen it as normal. Like I didn't think or cared or whatever people thought of me, you know. And honestly, they're like, bro, you're really inspiring. And Bakersfield, yes, it's a big city too, but at the same time, so small. Like you could know everyone out there, you know. And we had done another video for a Black Panther inspired video. That's when the movie came out, the second one.
Okay.
And I told Hernan like, yo, I have this idea. I want to do a homage for Chadwick Boseman because he passed away. You know, we shot that video. Again, he don't know what the hell I'm thinking, but he's like, bro, whatever I'll just record. I'm your cameraman. All right, cool. We released that one. The night before the movie came out. I took one of my boys to the movies. We want to go see the movie, right? I'm standing in line for popcorn. Some guy's there with his girlfriend. He's like, hey, you're a barber? And I was like, yeah, bro. He's like, bro, someone reposted your video right now. I just seen it. Thing's crazy. Bro, everyone was starting to say, what's up now? I would be at the mall. These kids would be there, come up to me. They're like, hey, you're blessed by Steezy. Like, yeah, bro. Like, so it was a good feeling, but I never let it get to my head.
If you're enjoying this episode, make sure that you go subscribe, comment, and share as we will be dropping a new episode every week. So stay tuned. Like I said, I think everything has to be intentional. Like when you're recording these videos, you're like, man, I just want to get my name out there. I want people to know me.
Yeah, like I said, my intention was just client retention. I just wanted more income, more clients. You know, I just wanted to be known because you do. You know, I didn't want to pass around cards for the rest of the time. I wanted to do different with the videos. So that was my intention with it. And 5 days later, you know, Hernan tapped in with me. He's like, hey, bro, I know you feel a certain way about how the video, because it didn't do as good for the first couple, you know. Bro, a guy from Netflix reached out to me. What was it, like a week after? And bro, I showed him the whole conversation. The guy calls me. He's like, hey, bro, someone in my production team showed me this video. I'm really interested in doing something with you. His name is Robert. And we talked. He was in New York. And I was like, he's like, are you an actor or something? I was like, bro, I'm just a barber, you know? And he's like, all right. So there's talks with like Netflix doing like a special for hairstylists or just barbers or anyone in general that uses their talent to do stuff like this, you know?
Okay.
He said it was in the talks. I don't know if they're ever gonna make it or not, but he said if they do, I would love to have you casted, you know? So, bro, just getting that phone call, I tripped out and I called her and I'm like, bro, what the fuck? And he's like, yo, this is crazy.
I'm dreaming.
Bro, I never told anyone because I'm like, let's see, no se hace, you know? I don't want to say it and then it doesn't. I told my mom about it though. And my mom's like, oh, you know how sometimes they don't sound too excited. At first, they're like, oh, pues échale ganas, mijo. I was like, damn, like, that's it. Like, you know?
That's all I get.
Yeah, but I was like,
that's the thing about parents. You just got to update them. They just got to update. They don't know what the hell you... Like, when I was telling my mom and my parents about the podcast, they're just like, oh, sí, like, oh, qué bueno, like, miré uno de tus videos, like, that's it.
Yeah, no, and it was funny because, and then, you know, from there, obviously, we started doing more videos and stuff like that. And then now I started getting tapped in with people from LA. Tanya was one of the first ones who like, yo, you know, we had talked about it. Let's do something one day. And then when we actually got it done, dude, it was just crazy.
That was a badass video. I like that
crazy.
one.
I was like,
I like the concept. Yeah, I like all the shots.
So we brought our styles together. You know, Hernan brought his style of like, you know, hey, we should do like more music video type of thing with this one. You know, have the studio with the lights and let's go rent a studio out and let's do it there, you know. So we told Tanya, and Tanya was just like, yeah. I mean, because she was nervous because she's like, I never done stuff like this. Like, I'm getting out of my comfort zone because hers is like more small reels. Yeah. So a big video like this for her, she was like nervous, and we were cool with it because we're like, oh, we're used to this. You know, we do this all the time. And for her being something different, I think she did a badass job, bro. And after that, I did it with Vic
Bless, the recently one. That one was hard too.
That guy, bro, his energy is.
It's up, right? He's up.
Crazy,
he's up.
Bro.
Yeah.
Bro, it didn't. Honestly, when we met him, obviously we had a phone conversation first. Hernan is like, bro, we should talk about this before we do videos. And he's like, okay, pues, yeah, my man, whatever. And I think they were doing something at Flair. They do like a little.
They did a CCC, like a content creating thing. Okay.
This guy was literally outside of the building when they were doing that, and he's like just talking to us on the phone. He's like, yeah, like, well, just let me know where I need to be. Oh, let me let you go because Chuy's calling me. So it's kind of that, like, super quick. And we talked about it days after. He's like, what do you guys want to do? Let's get suits. Let's use Mike Tower song. Let's do something fresh, something, and I wanted to involve. I told him, bro, I want people to see that I also know how to cut hair, bro. Like, I do designs too. Like, he's like, all right, cool. We'll see the day, when the day comes, I want to see what you got. And I was like, all right, cool. He's very competitive too in a way. So I was like, all right, cool. Like, let's do it, So, bro, we didn't know this guy. We don't know Vic in person yet. We met on that day when we got to Presidential, the day we were going to set everything up, the day before. We went to go shoot the first part of the segment for the video that day. And then, bro, he's like, where are you staying at? Like, stay at my apartment. Like, I was like, bro, you don't even know us. We don't know you. He's like, no, quédate. I was like, all right, cool. Like, we literally knocked out of his house, bro. Like, and for him to take us in, I was like, yo, but like I said, bro, his energy is crazy, bro. Like, this guy's at 6 a.m., bro. God,
he's already calling,
bro. I was like, dude, like, shut up, bro. So that chemistry was there already, bro. It was super crazy. Like, this guy just called me and like, bro, like the chemistry was there. So doing the video was just easy. Like it was like doing it with like a little brother or something. Like he's just very like, crazy.
So that's what I was telling her, your boy. I was telling him like, how do you guys sit down? Do you guys brainstorm? Are you were to say you call on the phone?
Yeah, we obviously because we're at a distance. If not, I would have met him in person because I'm in Bakersfield.
FaceTime.
But, we do like a FaceTime call or throw like on the notes. We have like we all jot down our ideas and then from there we go on like what we're gonna
on
do.
OneNote, like a note. Like
on the notes, you can share notes.
Yeah, you can share. Okay, yeah, you can share, and right there you just
add something and it'll pop up in his phone.
But do you have a structure with like intro? Song.
That all comes down to what you want to do. So, for example, at the time we started doing stuff based on like if one time we did like we used the Raul Alejandro song.
Yeah, and do you have the song playing while you're acting or no?
Sometimes we do. Sometimes we have like just regular
other music.
Yeah,
other music
going on. Yeah. So, but we usually sometimes do play the song. But obviously you get tired of it. It's like shooting a music video. You're playing the song over and over. Switch it up. Put something else. And honestly, bro, like, so when it comes down to that, we usually use songs of like the artists if they have a tour going on at the time, because obviously their hashtags are trending. Yeah. So you want to get more views. Like, all right, cool, let's use Bad Bunny. Let's do Perro Negro. That's the most viral song right now. Let's use that. So we go on with that. And then one of my most like personal videos, bro, that I really loved is that the time we traveled to Puerto Rico. Hernan came with me. We went with some friends and we went out there, bro. And I love Daddy Yankee, bro, ever since I was little, bro. He's my biggest inspiration, hasta el sol de hoy, today. He's big, like my biggest inspiration just as a person, So I was like, bro, I'm going to do on his last album cover, he has a goat, which I do that design on somebody's head. And, bro, we're in Puerto Rico. We don't know anybody, So we went to one of the most dangerous neighborhoods out there. Well, they call it dangerous, La Perla, A lot of people don't go there. If you go out there, people say don't go to La Perla.
What were you doing out there?
Bro, we went because... it was part of like us wanting to shoot a video.
So that was a motive
that was a motive. But then again, I was like, I need a vacay, bro. I haven't taken a vacay in like 5-6 years, bro. I was like, I need to take some time off, And I also wanted to see where Daddy Yankee's first apartment was, which is in the hood. It's in Villa Kennedy. It's really like, bro, I thought I grew up in the hood. Over there's the slums. Like you see these kids out there, bro. It's crazy.
Are you Puerto Rican, bro?
No, I'm from Guadalajara, Jalisco.
Okay.
Yeah, I was born out there.
You talking about these city names, like man, he has them jotted down. Like I kind of grew up around here. I heard about that.
just through music though, bro. Like because I've always been like I always loved reggaeton, bro. Like it's just in my blood, bro. I can't do nothing about it. I told my mom, back then.
I want to go to Puerto Rico to get that accent, bro, and then come back.
No, I'm telling you, it was natural for me to be out there. Like if I spit the accent out there, people are like, "Yo, pues tú lo tienes." Or when I was talking to Wester, regular at Colores, like
Oh.
that futa, right? He's like, what side of the island you from? I was like, no, I'm from Mexico. He's like, what? Like he tripped out, you know. But it's just through hearing music, bro. I get inspired by it, you know. So yeah, we went out there to Daddy Yankee's first apartment, bro, in the slums. Like, bro, when we drove in, there was dudes that surrounded the cars. Like, what do you got? What's in there? Put the windows down. Who are you guys here with? What are you guys doing here, bro? It's because out there, they're the projects. You can't just walk up in there if you don't know anybody.
Yeah.
And I took the risk. I'm like, bro, you know what? I just want to see his apartment. I'm a really big fanatic. We're from Cali. Okay, dale, sígueme, whatever. And there's people, bro, just doing their thing that you can't speak on that business, but they're, you know, you just have to respect. You can't be in there recording either, bro. Because you know. You know, we were there. They gave us a chance. You know, we asked if we could take pictures and stuff like that, and you know, they gave us opportunity to. And bro, it was just so inspiring.
But did you guys end up shooting the video?
We shot the video in La Perla, bro. There was this guy. He was out there, and we had asked like 50 people already. Right? I was saying, no, I'm good, bro. Estoy bien. And everyone has a haircut out there, bro. Like they get all the Puerto Ricans.
Oh, so you were trying to cut someone up?
Yes, we were trying, because I was trying to do a design. And so the guys, they all have like low tapers out there. I'm like, bro, let me raise it up. Like, nah, you know, whatever. Like they're cool with their image. Yeah. And there was this last dude. He has a mop on his head, and I'm like, bro, he has to say yes. You know, we go up to him, and he's like, bro, my flight leaves like in about 2 hours. And I was like, bro, all I need is like 40 minutes. He's like, his girl's like, yeah, babe, you need it. I was like, cool. So they were gonna fly back to the States, and he gave us the opportunity. We got the video done. I did the design and everything, bro. And we walked around like, you know, in the slums, bro. Like, you know, people were welcoming us. Like there was a lady braiding hair in the alley right outside their door, like, and her name was like, hey, can we record? Dale, mami, mi amor, like, you know, out there doing their thing. I was like, dang, that's just so crazy.
Yeah,
like, how people just welcome you.
Hey, so you have that video on your profile?
It's on my profile too,
I have to
bro.
check it out. I didn't check that.
That video's fire, bro.
Yeah, bro.
I just check it out.
Appreciate you, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's so sick. You just get the culture, you know, and I feel
And,
like
Daddy Yankee was in slamming at that time, right? It was his like last.
that was his last tour, right
album,
before he
last tour,
devoted.
right?
Yeah, right before he devoted.
Yeah.
That was his last tour, last album. So that's why I wanted to do it, you know. And what's crazy is I went to his last concert back in this past December in Puerto Rico. I don't know if you guys know Yandy Blends.
Oh, Yandy Blaine, that's my boy from Miami.
Bro, he cuts up Daddy Yankee sometimes.
Oh.
So I had met him at the Vegas
Expo?
Expo, yes. Yeah. I think you guys were there too. I don't think we tapped in with each other.
I met him a couple times. He's
so
cool.
I met him that day and we talked, and he's like, oh, Steezy, okay, cool, right? I see him in Puerto Rico at the concert at the bar. I'm like, bro, I told my cousin, like, hey, I'm gonna go get a drink real quick right before the show starts. And I see Yandy, I'm like, what the, you know? So I go up to him like, hey, bro, like, probably don't remember him. Steezy, right, from Vegas. I was like, yo, what the fuck? So, bro, we're talking, and I was like, how'd you get on the show? He's like, bro, literally messaged Daddy Yankee myself. He puts up with the WhatsApp. He's talking, because they use WhatsApp for some reason. I don't know.
Yeah, people like
Everybody uses that shit everywhere, bro.
So
like,
he's
you go
like,
nationwide, that's what they use.
Yeah, so he's like, literally, he messaged Daddy Yankee the day before, and I'm like, bro, I'm looking at the phone. I'm not even paying attention to the conversation. I'm just thinking of like, damn, how do I ask this fool for his number real quick? You know, like that was going on in my mind. And he was like, yeah, bro, he told me to come through. His manager got me in. I was like, bro, that's the perks of like being someone's barber, you know? And that's my next goal, bro. Do a collab with Yandy, bro.
Yandy Blends el duro, visionary
Yandy,
in the
yes,
house.
Sir, yes, sir.
He's dope, bro. I follow him for like 10, 15 years.
He was at CT, right?
Yeah, for me, I always tell everyone, for me, the best barber I ever met, hustler and everything, is Yandy. That's just me. That's just me.
Yeah, and then obviously, well, they're all Puerto Rican. All the, you know, elegance people that can, like A-Rod and bro, they all have, you know, you wouldn't never thought, but you're like, damn. And now it makes sense, because like, damn, that's why he made music, or like, you know, with his videos and stuff. I'm like, damn, like that's why, like they're so different, you know, but that was a different style. So Yandy's just a, you know, different type of guy, and then I didn't want to pressure him too much, but I'm like, bro, one day can I go to Miami? You know, yeah, Bobby, let me know, whatever. And we exchanged info. And so that's like, you know, hopefully.
You got that pending right now.
Hopefully, bro, you know, we're trying to make it out there. Probably, you know, head to Miami for a bit and catch a video with him, bro, honestly.
It'll happen, bro.
We're going to be tuned to that.
Yeah, bro, hopefully. So, I mean, that's my next one, bro. And, you know, hopefully.
What's an idea that you had, bro, that you're like, man,
like super crazy?
Yeah, that you want to record, like, or like a show. I don't know. I'm pretty sure you already thought of a show or like a movie, bro. Or because the barber plug, you seen the barber plug?
Yeah.
Everything he did.
Yeah.
Right now, bro. Right now that you just talking to me, I could see you. I could visualize you taking on a project like that.
Doing something like that.
Yeah, like a whole seasonal thing.
Bro,
where
you know what, bro? Honestly, And like you were talking about earlier about like where you want to take your life, your career, you know, I never really thought about that just yet. You know, obviously doing like the business moves and stuff like that, I want to have that settled. But you know, one thing that I do want to do with the barbershop, because honestly, when I do start the shop, I'm gonna call it, you know, the vision.
The vision?
The vision, bro. 'Cause everybody always said, bro, you always have a vision. You have the vision, bro. And literally everything, like as far as even to my name Steezy, bro, it was given to me. I didn't even like know how to come up with the barber name. You know, it was just given to me, and I just took off with that. You know, like whatever. So I always had a vision to something, and every time I had, you know, a project that I was working on, for example, like this guy, where I was talking about like, hey, bro, I have this vision. Like, I don't know, bro. I mean, whatever it's you know. And at the end, he was like, yo, you snap, bro. You went off, you know, like no one sees what you're seeing. So you have to get it done, you know. But as far as that, you know, I never actually thought about what I want to do, you know, with, you know.
With the whole cinematic thing.
Yeah, with like cinematic and stuff like that. Because now, obviously, there's people that want to work with me now, you know, like barbers in like different city, like a little up north too, Fresno, people in Sacramento that tapped in with me, San Jose. They're like, hey, bro, let's do something one day. And, you know, I'm like, yeah, for sure, you know. But I'm like, now it's like, okay, I started this little trend. Now what's next, you know? Because it's just going to be video after video, collab after collab. Like, what am I going to do now, you know? So I haven't thought about that quite yet, what direction I want to take. But when the barbershop comes about, I do want to have like a little studio like this to like for people, if, you know, just like he's doing it, where, you know, if you want to come by and record music too, just to have different ideas. Because we were talking about that earlier, like barbers are not just barbers. Like there's people out there with different, you know, talents. Yeah, they want to do different things and, you know, expose themselves and like, you know, show what they got, bro.
I see myself acting, bro.
Yeah,
yeah.
I mean,
I could be a crackhead in the. I think I'll be a good one. But no, you know why we like acting though? Because it's the alter ego of us.
It is.
You know, it's not who we are, but I would like to be like act on the alter ego of me, probably like a, you know, like a nautical or like, I don't know, bro. I see myself doing that, bro.
Everyone does it though. Like if an artist gets famous, what happens? They get their name big.
They become movie stars.
No one knew Bad Bunny was gonna hop on a bullet train or, you know, a movie like that, or Narcos even. You know, people are like, this was a rapper. Like this was a rapper. He can't do it. Like he's a rapper.
No,
same thing for us. This was a barber though. So, like he can't do it, you know. Bro, when the guy from Netflix, I was like, oh, like, why are you calling me though? Like, what was the whole, is it like the barber idea? He's like, no, like, bro, your facial expressions,
bro,
and you,
I was just gonna tell you
not having to say any words, and just by me seeing your facial expressions showed what you want to say on the video, that's already acting. Yeah. And I do have a cousin. She goes to Columbia University in New York. She's an actress, you know.
Okay.
And bro, I told her name, bro, tap in with my cousin Sabi. She'll put you on, bro. Like for the other videos, he's like, hey, I want to take control now. I talked to Sabi, bro. She said we have to be serious. We have to write down this. We have to do that. Like when it comes down to acting. So I'm like, all right, cool. Like some videos that like now my family sees, they're like, damn, like, ¿cómo haces esto? Yo no sabía que, you know, this and that. Like you had that, you know? So it's like, it's different. Now it's like, you be able to, like, when you do it, you're like, damn, I didn't know I can do this, you know? But now, honestly, I would love if I ever got a script, because there's been times where already my family members tell me, you should audition for something. You just don't know what's going to happen. And I was like, I'll try it out, you know, whatever. But I would take on a movie role or like something in the bag, or being a barber, or like, you know, just something in like a music.
Or just keep making your short films, bro. Your short films are, I think that's where it's at.
It's just like when you give your 100% to something, I feel like that is gonna pay out one day, bro. And, you know, te va a traer algo that you didn't expect from it. Like, oh,
so damn, you do want to continue to do them? Like, what does it take for someone that wants to collab with you? What do you look for them within them? You know, like do you?
Oh, I see.
Yeah, and then in regards to that too, answer this question, like the capital, the funding, because I think people want to. Yeah, I want to know all that.
So honestly, bro, everything you guys have seen, bro, we try to budget. Obviously, we're not like we don't have a big production. We don't have like a whole company behind us, behind our names. So when it comes down to this, bro, we budget so much stuff, bro. Like literally, for example, I'll talk about the last one that I did with Vic Blessed. We bought like the
suits,
like the suits and stuff, you know.
I know. I remember he hit me for that. I plugged them into where to go get the suits.
We were talking about.
Bro, you bought them or you rented them?
No, we bought them.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But I think he found a store that was like closing down or something, so they sold it for like super cheap. I think it was like $60 for the complete thing, bro. I was like, hey, bro, say let's do that. I don't want to spend $200 on a suit, bro. You know, just for a video. And he's all like, oh, okay, cool. He was like, you know, on FaceTime showing us all these suits. So, you know, obviously we spent on that. Honestly, for like the whole video itself, bro, we literally, I think we just, the Tesla that we got was like maybe 100 something, but
for the day.
Yeah, but like me coming for a collab, I don't expect to like charge someone like, hey, let's do a collab, but let's go halves, you know?
But then you don't expect to pay half either, right?
Yeah, sometimes. Yeah, it depends. Or like Tanya, she's like, hey, like, I didn't bring it up to her. She was like, hey, dime cuánto va a ser so we could split. I was like, you know, honestly, I'm bringing you on because I want to collab with you, you know? But if you want to get us ayudar or something, just, you know, we'll go halves on this part, you know? And she's like, oh, okay, cool. So it wasn't that much, you know. We try to like budget on what we could get, what we can't get, you know. So honestly, it's just like the bigger stuff that matters for a video. Not like I don't want to get no small things that you're not really gonna pay attention to. Correct. Or whatever, you know. Yeah. Like this, like the clothes.
So will you say that your budget is like $1,000 per video almost?
Way less, bro.
Way less.
But what the way I see it, I like taking into account the hours. So let's say you make $50 an hour, right? Let's say you make $50 an hour cutting hair. And it takes you 4 hours. That's $200 of your time. Yeah. And that's $200 of the other person's time. So, but obviously it doesn't pay out. But it's a cost. It's a cost.
Yeah. You know? So honestly, what comes with it is that you're gonna get your exposure. You're gonna keep doing this. You know. Like I said, like after a while, I was like, damn, like what? Like people would say, like, what is this gonna give you? Like, ¿qué vas a sacar? You know, to doing a video. But obviously, yes, it was the exposure. And at the same time, it's like doing what I love to do. It was like my, you know, like I said, I have my investments now, so I could kind of play around with some money there for my investments money to kind of throw it in my hobbies, like doing videos or doing music, studio time or whatever I got to do, you know? Yeah. So, you know, honestly, when it comes down to it, bro, like to me, it's just doing what you love to do, bro. Correct. That is what like.
And then allowing the person that's gonna work with you to know how you do things, because you know how you said, what are you gonna get out of this, right? Usually me, I'm like, I want people that come here to see how I get down with this stuff that is professional, is on time. Yeah, we're doing like, we're not like playing around right here. Like, so they leave with that like, oh, Steezy, nah, his work ethic incredible, you know, or like KO, DTB when we were there, incredible. They hosted us, boom. That's what I think. With that connection, that's what they get out of it.
Yeah. So, for example, like, and then that's also that comes to a question to me too. Like, why do people come to me and say, like, for example, like not too long ago, I ran into GT at the Colores. Hey, bro, Steezy, let's work, bro. I've been telling you, like, we should do something. My bad, I've been busy. I'm a family man and whatever. Like, I'm like, bro, honestly, whenever you want to, you know. But I'm like, ¿qué les trae a ellos to work with me now? Then, you know, that's the question too. Like, what's on their mind when it comes to like, I want to work with Steezy, you know? That's what I think of too, because it's just not always me like, oh, I want to pinpoint people like, oh, I want to work with so and so, I want to do this. Now it's people too that tap in like, bro, let's work, you know? So I'm like,
because I think you know what it is, like for me it's so simple. You're getting the work done, you know, because
I guess I could tap in on that as well too, because I was thinking about that, right? Like, because I feel sometimes the same way as well. Like, why do people want to tap in with me? Like, what am I doing so right that they want to tap in with me? I think a lot of it is like the opportunity you give them to be side by side with you and share the knowledge, share your expertise on how you know how you get things done. Because some people, they might have the vision, but they don't even know how to start it. Like how to get to it. Like fuck man, that looks like it's like you said, like $1,000 production. Like and it's really not. Yeah, you just gotta make it look good. Like you gotta make it look that it cost you, you know. But it really, like you said, like those suits look like they were $300, $400.
For real,
you feel me? They cost $60, $70, $100, you know. But it's just a matter of like, I feel like all this drives as far as like what I'm hearing from you and what I can see. I feel like that's how you feed your soul, bro. That's what keeps you going. Like people walking into the swap meeting and be like, "Hey, you're Blessedbysteezy." Like fuck yeah, like it's like I got that, you know, like I did that.
Yeah.
I didn't necessarily do it just because I wanted to be famous or get the likes or get the views and all that, but I did it because these are the type of things that I live for. You know, these are the type of things, like, you know, some people just live to be like, man, I want to own a Ferrari one day, you know, like there's things that make you happy on your way to getting that Ferrari. And I feel like these are some of the things that you run into and that you go through that are like, man, like that was a big dub for me. This other thing was a big dub for me.
Exactly.
And along the way, you're learning what not to do and what to continue doing.
Yeah.
You know, and I feel like all that is like, it's like feeding your soul.
Yeah.
Like it's feeding your soul, and your soul is what keeps you alive, what gives you inspiration, what makes you want to keep going.
Yeah, and to me too is like, now that, you know, all this has come about, like, to me it was like, I have to do this in a way where like you have to stay humble all the way, you know. Así como Dios te da todo, te lo puede quitar un día, bro. Always have your 10 toes on the ground. So to me, it was like, now it was a thing. It was like a battle, bro, where like, how do I separate that from like my time, you know? You know, I can't, like, obviously, like, I don't see myself like famous. I don't see myself that way, you know? Yeah. But, you know, if I'm out in Bakersfield or putting gas or, bro, 100 like times, bro, I'm gonna run into somebody, you know, and everyone's like, hey, Steezy, like everyone's showing love. So people that don't know me are probably thinking like, who's this guy? Or they haven't given me that opportunity to meet Francisco. That's my name right there. That's my name. So like they haven't gave me that opportunity to like actually, you know, pa conocerme a mí, you know, not just because I like my barber thing or like the image. I'm like, damn, how do I do it to where I stay humble, bro? I don't ever want to like let go from that, bro. I always want to stay true to people, you know, and help people out along the way. Just like I got help, I want to help others too, you know. I don't ever want to do that. There's a couple barbers, bro, that went to barber college, younger kids, you know. Hey, bro, I want to shoot a video with you one day, and I'm not that guy to be like you'll get there, like, nah, never, you know. I'm like, bro, yeah, we'll make it happen one day, you know. But obviously, you know, también you have to grind.
So you gotta earn your spot. Like I hear people. I something that stood with me is like, don't prostitute your brand. You know, just because anybody wants to work with you, because también you gotta earn it. You know.
Yeah.
And I was gonna ask you this question though, Steezy. Then how? Because I meditate on that too. So how do you stay humble while still? Because ultimately, at the end of the day, everything that you're doing, you're feeding your ego.
Yeah.
Right. So
So
how do you feed your ego and stay humble at the same time?
That's tough, bro. That's really tough.
Because that's something I always challenge with. I always battle with it.
But you know what, bro? Honestly, God first, bro.
God first.
No one knows like what you do in your own time.
Correct.
Me, I wake up every morning, bro. Right when I get out of bed, bro, I'm already on my knees praying to God and say thank you, you know?
Yeah.
And just never forget where you come from.
Yeah.
Never, ever, like, you know, like I said, we're in my home city, bro. I literally grew up around the block here in Long Beach, bro. Like, I drove my boy around the neighborhood, like, bro, this is where my tia lived. This is where I grew up. This is, you know. And he's like, bro, it shows like your excitement. I'm like, yeah, because now it's normal, bro. It's normal to grow out of that shell. And then now you're coming back and you're like, now I'm a completely different person than when I thought when I was at that age, you know.
Right.
So when it comes down to that, bro, it's like that humbleness or whatever, you just have to carry it with you, bro. And it depends of how you meet somebody too, you know. Like your body language says a lot.
Yeah.
When you shake someone's hand, you know, you look at them straight in the eye, you present yourself con respeto, you know. So people see that and they're like, oh, okay, like, you know, this guy's a cool guy to just, you know, chop it up and have a brew with it. Like, he's not showing his like barber out here. Like, so certain buddies that I have, bro, they have friends that have met me and like just kicking it like at the garage, just chilling. Like they're like, oh, like this fool's a barber. He's like, oh, damn, like you're the one that does the videos and stuff. Like, yeah, bro, cool, chilling. Like, damn, like they trip out seeing me there in person. But I was like, oh, bro, like that we just do videos like that. It, you know, whatever. I'm just a barber, you know. Nah, you're just not a barber, dog. Like they're getting hyped, but it's like, bro, I'm me. Like I'm not, you know. And it's crazy that they do that, bro. Like kids do that all the time.
But then that's where I was telling you, like that's why you still gotta feed your ego, because at the end of the day, you have to be confident on who you are.
Yeah.
And on what you did, right? No one could take that away from you.
Yeah.
And you still have to have that proud moment about you.
You
like,
do, yeah.
You
and
do.
you know, I've had
I
these
think at least me,
conversations,
just
yeah.
keep it to yourself.
Yeah,
but
honestly.
remind yourself, like, hey, I am the shit, bro. Like, yo, I have done this.
How do you do that though? Like,
It's hard. You gotta control it.
For example, now, like to you guys, you know, you were his the opener on the mic for the day of the grand opening.
Yeah.
You were, bro, the spotlight that day. Like, how did you? Cause me being on the audience, seeing you, like, bro, you had the spotlight on you. You had everyone around. You had everyone trying to hug you, come up to you, take pictures with you. That's a part of it. How'd you deal with that day?
It was a lot of emotion going on, honestly, you know, but it was something that kind of I was looking forward to it, and I just honestly I freestyled it. Some of the guys here tell me too, like sometimes when we go on and we do these commercials for the cast or even at work and stuff like that, when I talk in front of people, they're like, "Fuck, like you're just natural. It just comes out." I just the practice of doing it for so long, cause even before I did any of this, I was an MC for a lot of my friends. Shout out to all my homies that are DJs out there.
Yes, sir.
We were doing that for a long time. So talking on the mic was really natural to me. Like really, like I at one point I kind of would see myself being like a radio host or something like that. Like I wanted to do that type of stuff.
You sound like it too, bro.
You know, and just MCing and being able to know, because we used to pull crowds of like 3,000, 2,000 people that would come over to our parties and stuff. You know, we used to rent out these big halls, and it was just an evolution
and
of
you
it.
Were
it started,
MC.
and I would MC, and you know, I was the one that like, you know, where all my dogs at today? You know, like single ladies make some noise and all this shit. You know, like we got the bar. Shout outs to the DJ, and you know, we just keep that shit jumping.
Yeah,
because
you know, like, just imagine a spot that had no MC. Like
it doesn't feel right.
It doesn't feel. You need someone to it. Like, you know, bring up the vibes going. You know?
I mean, the music is crazy. Like the music's cracking. Like the party is going off, and then somebody just jumps on the mic and just takes it through the roof. Is just crazy, you know.
But going, you know, back to this question,
back to doing that, like just doing that, like I was like, dude, I could do it in front of 10 people. I could do it in front of 15 people. Yeah. And then when I used to get on, because it was nerve wracking in the beginning, being behind the scenes, and I would just pop out. Sometimes I would do it and not even pop out. They're like, who the fuck's talking? You know, and that's how it got me to just practicing talking. What was a lot more difficult was when I got into the barber industry, and just seeing the professor. When I went to school, I went to Master Academy, and I sponged a lot of that from Omar from Master Academy.
Yeah, Omar.
You know, he would do classes all the time, travel worldwide and to give classes for Gentleman Republic. And he was the teacher. It was the school, so I was one of the first students at his school. So seeing him talk as well, and going in front and practicing it and just expunging everything in, and I would just do it. And I would help the teachers there, MzRlODBiNWFlZA from Master Academy too. I would help her out in school and just talking about it. And then it got to me doing the tour, the Colores tour. Yeah, you know, and I just jumped on it, and I would just talk to people. And now I'm talking to people with structure, with, you know, people that want to get an understanding. Before it was just talking just to make people jump and dance, you know. Then I transitioned that where I had to help out and you know, figure out the vocabulary I was gonna use with, you know, so that it could be something that as soon as I said it, people understand it. It had to be really organic. So doing that, now doing it in front of people, being there the day of the grand opening, it was like, man, like, everybody's watching me. I need to, like, I can't fuck up, you know. And I was just like, it's my day. So I just was like, you know what? I'm just gonna, people love who I am. I'm just being myself. And I was like, yeah, I don't really have to do anything but be myself. Like that was the best part. So once I figured that out, it just flowed.
Smooth,
it just flowed. I wasn't trying to be something I'm not. I never try to be anything I'm not.
Exactly.
And I think that's how I got the best results. Is just being myself. And you know, that's how I am. You when I go home to my kids and I am like that, like, Dad, like, I'm hyped up, just and yourself. You know, I'm just myself. I just that's what helps me balance. But I also know how to read the room. You know, like that's another thing. Like you got to be able to read the room.
Exactly.
If it's not all there, you can't give it that full on. You know,
energy.
It might not. It might kick you in the ass.
You gotta
be able to read the room, and then, you know, just carry it on from there.
Yeah.
And just honestly, just speak truthfully and move
yourself.
forward. You know, just be yourself.
Obviously.
You know? Hey, what's up, DTB fam? You made it this far. Make sure you leave a comment, you subscribe, and you follow DTB Podcast. Thank you.
All right, so going over to you, KO, how was it to deal with all the emotions? I know you had your grand opening for your barbershop. How was it dealing with like so much love? And I know you went to the cemetery. You posted a video going to the cemetery a couple of days before that. How did you deal with all the emotions? Were you overwhelmed, or how'd you deal with it? And like as smooth as you looked that day.
Honestly, bro, it was crazy, bro. It was like a real moment for myself. Doing the video at the cemetery was just different. Like, it's something that I want to pay homage to my dad. Like, I wanted people to know. Like, some people knew about my story and kind of like what had happened, because this my dad passed away when I was like, I would want to say like kind of like at my peak. Like, we had just done the Colores tour, we just done all those classes, we just had a successful ass Colores tour barber battle event, and like a few months, like 2 months after.
Was your dad that day? There that day? The Colores battle?
No, he wasn't there because he had just gone through chemotherapy. So he wasn't like, it's crazy because my mom made shirts for them. And I got to the house and I got ready at my parents' house because it was down the street from where we were having the event. And my mom was like, look, I got the shirts, but your dad's not going to be able to go because he's not feeling well. And I said, no, it's okay. I could take a picture with you guys here. Like that way my dad could feel, like he's included and stuff, like if he was there. So later on, it could seem like that. But yeah, I remember my dad getting up and then he put on the shirt and he was like, he said, échale ganas. He's like, has trabajado tanto para llegar a este momento, so diviértete y más que nada nomás sonríe. Like, quiero que sepas que yo también estoy apoyándote desde aquí, donde sea. Bro, and I was like, all right. Man. I was like, man, dope. Like, I'm dead tired, bro.
For real, no.
No, yeah, seriously, bro. I was dead tired, and I was like, man, I need to go out there and because I had came back, because we literally did the meet and greet the night before, bro. We did the meet and greet the night before. So the problem is that the canopy that we were gonna use to cover up everything the next day, it wasn't. They brought 8-foot poles. So they were supposed to have 10-foot poles, so it could be taller,
but higher. Yeah.
So they brought the wrong one. So we stayed there till like 2 a.m, bro, till they came back to go and get them, pick them up from another canopy place. It was crazy. We were there pretty late. So the next day we had to be there early, like 6 a.m. to make sure everything's being set up. So you only slept a couple hours. So I only slept a couple hours. So I really had gone home to get ready, and I was tired, bro. Like, I really wanted just to like kick it for a bit and then head to the event, but there was no time for any of that. So just hearing my dad just uplifted me, and I was like, man, it's go time, bro. Like, let's go get it. Like, let's go get it. Like, it did this whole thing just to have the event. Like, boom, let's go get it. So I went out there and it was great, bro. So, all that was a lot of emotion. So being that my dad helped me throughout my whole barber career, to that day that I opened up my barbershop, I knew that I had to go and, show him the keys, tell him, and all that, yeah. And every time I work and something at the barbershop, I always think of my dad and everything that he taught me.
That video was really sentimental to me too, because you did the voiceover.
And and I literally, like I said, I pray every morning. I get up, I watched it first thing in the morning when I pulled up Instagram. I seen the video. And bro, it was full of emotion because, my dad's getting old too now, Yeah. And I'm like, damn, seeing that, I'm like, and someone that finally did it, le entregaste las llaves, no en las manos, but you did it on his grave, bro. And like, that's still love and respect, Correct. So I kept in mind too when I seen you cut the ribbon, dealing with all those people. So I was like, how's he dealing
like we
with
all
that?
lived it. Yeah,
I had that in my mind the whole day. How's he dealing with that right now?
It's crazy. A few people told me like, yo, like, how'd you drop that video and then had a slam ass event? Like, how'd you do that? And I was like, sometimes I structure a few things. Like, when I think of things, like, I think of the best way to bring them out,
to
like,
make them meaningful,
right moment, and very meaningful. Like, I want to connect with the people that actually are watching the video, and sometimes when they see me, is like that all pays off. Like that, everything, like, oh, you did that properly, like it was properly made. And I was like, sometimes you do it so much that sometimes you just don't throw things out there. Sometimes there's things that really do have meaning behind it, and some of those things are the ones that are the most impactful.
Bro, that's because we all go through stuff, bro. Like, I mean, I've had moments where Hernan would hit me up like, hey, bro, let's shoot a video. And this was 2 years ago. I was going through some things, and I got super depressed, bro. At the time, I had gained weight too again. I was just super depressed, stuff in like, my relationship, you know, in the past and all this stuff. And it just, you know, it got to me because, you know, at the end of the day, certain people are there to clap for you when you're on the way up, but no one's going to cry with you on the way down. So I was like, man, this is hard. And honestly, I give thanks to, you know, my dad, Hernan, very few people that I could count, you know, with the fingers of my hand that really were there and like, Steezy, pick yourself up, bro. You're not this person, bro. Keep going. Like, you got to do this, you know? And like, my dad tells me, like, dude, someone out there has it worse than you. Yeah. Get up and go do that shit, you know? And honestly, that's the way it's been. You know, my brother and my sister too, they've always been there to support me and like, you know, seeing the real me and stuff. And like, honestly, my main thing is my daughter, bro. She really like pushes me up every day to go and get it, bro, you know? Hell yeah. Which, you know, now I have my next video, bro, that I'm going to do, which I brought this little toy because she knew I was doing the podcast. I've seen it. It is like, hard. I want to see this on the podcast, you know? So I was like, all right, she's like, you're the GOAT. What's your name? Like, and I'm Yamilet. You can see it on my hat right there too. She's like, you know, you're the GOAT and I'm the other GOAT. So I was like, all right, cool. Awesome. Carry it with me wherever I go. She's like a mini version of me, bro. So my next collab, she's like, Dad, I want to do a video with you. So I was like, all right, let's get it cracking. You know, even though she's 6 years old, bro, she's gonna be 6. But hey, we'll make it work, you know. Like we're gonna do something where you could paint their hair or something, you know.
I like that you mentioned that, bro. Right now, that like, you know, it's June mental health awareness, but we don't really talk about it too much, right, bro? And like you would say, you were depressed. I'm pretty sure you got through depression, or like you were mourning your father, and like me too in high school and college, you know, going through depression. But not a lot of men talk about it, or we don't talk about how our kids are really our motivation, right? Like we look at them and you're like, I don't look at my kid right now, but I look at the belly and I kiss it and I talk to it. And
that's your first one?
Yeah, it's my first one. Like today, I was like, I gotta go to work, Nemaya. I'm gonna be back.
Yes, sir.
When I get back, I'm gonna spend time with you, and it's just like these little things, like we were saying with Leche, like they seem kind of corny, bro, but I feel like men need to talk about it more, you know?
Because I think you know, you probably already seen the little reel that goes around where like barbers, and it's just like a guy looking, and all these problems are popping out.
Oh yeah,
it's like that, bro. And like mental health, bro, if you know, you can't put your energy into something that's like bringing you down, bro. I feel like you have to have a positive mental state every day. We're barbers, bro. Our bread and butter is talking to someone. Our clients could notice right away when you're having a off
bad day.
Like,
yeah,
hey, bro, you're good. Like, not really chopping it up today, you know? I don't know how I do it, bro, but I have not had a bad day since, bro. Like, I've been just like straight talking about my clients, bro. Literally, I could be crying in the parking lot, you know, something is going down, and I'll leave it at the car, bro. When I come in, it's a whole different story, bro. Like, people won't know I cried that morning. People won't know, like, what I went through the night before. People won't know, you know, what I went through, bro. And like, sometimes family too, like we grew up in Hispanic cultures. If you're a man, you're a machista, no llores, way. You know, you gotta get up. I'm like, no, it's not really like that no more. Like, I like to express myself, you know, show the real me. And like, bro, when you go through all that, like, it just like, you think, at first I used to think like, damn, like, am I being a little wuss for like crying right now? Like, you know, but bro, I would be like just going through stuff and like just crying. I'm like, how do I, you know, damn, like no one knows this. And I go to the shop and no one knows. No one knows that, damn, this fool had a rough morning, this fool had a rough night, this fool had a rough week, or, you know, going through stuff like that. You know, everything just lands upon. And for me, it's like, damn, I have a house. Like at the time, like I said, doubts were coming in. What if si no me renta? Like now I have this big ass thing, and bro, everything just.
And your girl's over here asking you like, can we go to this restaurant this weekend? You're like, damn, I just invested all the money. Like,
so like, it's crazy, you know. Sometimes, you know, like with that, people come and go in your life, you know. But to me, it's just like dealing with it. I'm a father, so I have to, you know, be on my toes every day, bro. When I get up, bro, it's like just for her, bro. I just look for my daughter, and like, she's my biggest motivation ever, bro. You know, and you know, I don't try to like put that energy into like other stuff that don't matter to me no more. You know, if people are gonna talk about you, bro, that to me is like, on to the next thing. Like, what else can I do? You know?
Yeah, correct.
That person is probably not doing anything, and you're doing something with your life. Or todavía te están dando más ganas, like, all right, keep talking about me. Now I'm going to do this. It's a bunch of that stuff, bro, that goes on because, you know, obviously, like, you have to keep going with it, you know? I was just, like I said, I was a judge at a barber battle in Bakersfield back in November. And I felt proud that in the little time I was in Bakersfield, I got chosen to be a judge, you know? Like, so many barbers there, and I got chosen. I was like, damn, like, it's an honor. But everything that came with it, like, nah, these judges didn't do nothing, like that, you know, that comes with it. But you have to put on your, you know, amarrarte los huevos, como dicen, bro.
Yeah.
Like, and they're gonna talk, like, you know, whatever.
Right.
But yeah, mental health, like, bro, it's a big thing, bro. And not a lot of people talk, especially in men, because like I said, in our cultures, you're meant to be a man, to keep going, to not even cry about it. You have to, you know, and I don't know how you guys deal with that, like, on the daily.
It's just tough. What I learned, I don't like showing my wife too much, but I will have like one or two of my friends that I do talk to. I feel like when you're in front of your wife, you gotta be that king, that mature man, that, oh, I make decisions quick. I make the right decisions. I'm responsible. Let's get things done. Obviously, they see the goofy side, but I don't try to complain to my wife. Like I try to not bring that negativity to the household. But I would talk to my homies. I have like believe it or not, I have like 2-3 clients that they know everything about me.
Yeah.
Because they grew up with me.
Here, same.
They
I have
grew
a
up.
couple,
It's not even my family. None of them. Like there's 2 or 3 that if I ever, not even gonna mention the name, cause. But yeah, that's how I deal with it. And obviously, it's just like what I learned too is I like confronting the issue right away. If there's something that's bothering me, someone talked smack about me, someone did me dirty, I like to confront. Okay, what am I gonna do about this?
Yeah.
So if the next time I see this person, how am I gonna act?
Yeah. If
am
you're
I
already
gonna,
feeling that, you know,
that tension or all that, I like to deal with it right on, bro.
Yeah.
Right on. Like when I'm driving in the morning, when I'm in the gym, I just be like, okay, this is what I'm gonna do. This is the feeling I'm gonna choose. Every time this person comes to my head, decide to feel like this.
Yeah.
And I actually tackle it, you know, like I actually like tackling it head on.
Yeah.
Like face your fears. And
no, that's how it is, bro. And like, you know, it's a tough thing, bro, because now, you know, honestly, because you know, I'm not in the relationship no more. So, you know, it's kind of tough. You know, how I'm like, damn, I still have to be a dad, you know. And that, you know, certain people, you know, obviously if stuff doesn't work out, they make you want to feel bad for, you know, who you are and stuff. Me, bro, I'm a type of person, me vale madre, bro. I want to be happy with people. I want people around me to feel happy, to be positive. I don't want to be somewhere where I have to act a certain way or I can't be myself. I'm not going to do that no more, you know. Thanks to God, he made me this person. I'm bro, como dicen, like, bro, you're fucking crazy sometimes, you know, but I'm just like that, bro. I want to be positive. I want to bring the vibes out, you know.
And life is easier when you're just yourself.
Yes, bro. And like, honestly, to me, it's like, don't waste your time, you know, fighting or doing this or, you know, this person. Like, nah, be happy. You want to be happy with me. Come along, you know, join the group, you know, the vibes and everything, bro. I'm that type of person. And, you know, that's, you know, I'll tell my family too, like, you know, my mom, like, por ejemplo, like, I don't know if your mom is the same way, you know, my mom's se enoja de todo, like, especially with my sisters, like, if I'm over at her house, oh, ¿qué haces esto? Like, she's screaming. I'm like, Mom, you're stressing at the wrong things right now, you know?
Yeah.
And, you know, I kind of taught her a lot. She recently just told me, like, dude, you taught me a lot of how to be happy, like just to smile at life, you know? And I was like, yeah, because life is, dude, especially time flies. Like, before you know it, you're gone and you're like, damn, I could have done this, I could have done that, you know? So it's like, dude, just be happy who you are, and, you know, that's it, bro, you know? So honestly, that kind of like taught me a lot, you know, into helping me become like better in my mental state, you know? Especially when you have a lot of problems still. Problems are never gonna go away.
Never.
So, you know, like they say, you know, like more money, more problems. And sometimes, you know, it's like, damn, this is true. And it could be in any problem, you know? Like I said, my house that I have up for Airbnb, hey, bro, the drain out. I was like, oh, damn, like, what else? Oh, the boiler, you know, is out. Like, oh, shit, like, I got to go deal with this shit myself. I don't have nobody behind my belt, you know? I have to go and do that, bro. So I have to, you know, use my time wisely también, you know? And, like, honestly, being a barber, you know, we have a lot of connections. So I was like, hey, make a call. Hey, bro, can you go check this out for me? And, you know, they'll help me out with stuff like that, you know? But, bro, to be able to do everything yourself, you can't be everywhere at once. You kind of have to see what you have to do and then, you know, go on from there, you know, and then still keep your mind sane and like, damn.
Keep it sane still.
You know, like, let me take a break, you know. So that's why, for example, like as my music, that's like my, you know, people like to draw on their own time or go out to the lake or a hike or a walk.
Yeah.
Music, that's what it is for me. That's like my walks. That's my time to like paint or whatever. Like doing music, that's what I like doing, you know. So
how long you have doing music now?
Bro, honestly, not even that long. I think I was featured on a song just last year.
Yeah.
With Sasha Wrist and And ever since that song, you know, I just didn't know, like, I'm not saying I'm an artist, you know, but they were like, hey, dude, like, you got that image, you got that, like, your voice too. I mean, in the studio, you're just naturally doing it, you know?
Yeah.
It's just something like I told you earlier in the podcast, how I've always seen myself in a music video. That finally happened. I was like, dang, this is what it takes, huh? And it wasn't no big production, you know, but I was like, this is what it feels like. This is crazy, you know? So just until, like, last year, bro, and then now it's just kind of, like, free time, you know, whenever, like, I have, you know, one of my clients, bro, he does beats for Devour. He's an artist here in the Valley, in LA. So I met him, built a good relationship, bro. He'll send me some beats sometimes because he does, like, West Coast hip-hops, and he'll send me some reggaeton. He's like, I know it's what you like. I'll just spit those at you. I'm like, all right, cool. So I kind of, like, mess around with, like, I have my own little studio set up too, and I kind of, like, do that on the side, just, like, playing around with it, you know, and just having fun that way, you know. That's my time to, like, despegar la mente un poquito, you know.
For real.
But I mean, that's all I look into.
I don't know why, but I could see you and KO in the song.
Do it. Hey, we're here right now.
You never know, bro. We're in the studio.
We're here right now.
Yeah.
We're here right now. We got the engineer in the house too. So we got cameraman. We got everything. Bro.
We got everything.
No excuse, bro. We got instruments, you know. Bro. Diego in the acting in the music video or something. I don't know.
Get something done.
I was gonna ask you too about, you know, GT. Like, how'd you get to? Do you know, like, GT for, like, quite some time?
So I knew him for a long time, bro. Like, I knew of him though. So I didn't directly know him, and so I was working at a beauty salon, and when GT posted that he was gonna open up a shop, I sent him a DM. Let me see if he responds. Like, you know, he's celebrity barber and all that. And he responded, yeah, bro, like, come through. I'm gonna do your interview. Come to the shop where I'm currently at. And I go, and that was the first time we met. And
he was the same person as I met him. Like, he's super cool.
Super
like,
cool,
humble.
so humble.
Yeah.
Before that, I crashed into him at 7-Eleven. We were both turning on the lane. And like, we were like, oh, my bad, bro. Oh, what's up, bro? And we just left. But like, Ibayao was like, oh shit, that was GT. And like, I thought he was taller, you know? and straight up, like, I was just like, damn. So then, I was like, oh, he works down the block and he's so close, you know? GT, and I always told myself, if I go work at a barbershop, it will have to be GT. Like, and I think he didn't even have a shop.
Damn.
Crazy enough
he worked at the other one, right?
Yeah. Crazy enough that year that I was planning to move already, because I always go to a barbershop and I'm like, I'm going to be here 2 years. I'm going to be here 3 years. So when the time was already running out, GT posts it, and then I tap in with him. We make it happen. I'm working at a shop. It's just been really awesome working with him.
Honestly, bro, you can see that I did want to tap in on that too, because honestly, thank you guys for all the hospitality. The day I went to the GT showcase, I think you did a showcase that day too. Vic, Flair did too. You guys showed hospitality when we got there. I took my cameraman, and bro, you guys just said what's up to us and just like, hey, bro, come on in. You know, I remember meeting you there first because you were right outside
I was
the
in
shop.
the door. I was in the door.
And I had to say what's up to you. Now, full circle moment. We're here now. But everyone showed love, bro. Like all the workers there, Miguel, all his other barbers. Yeah. Everyone just showed love. And literally when we took off, Hernan's like, bro, they're so nice here, bro. Like, everyone's so nice. Like, they just give us, like, that hospitality, And that was my first time ever meeting GT in person too.
Oh yeah,
so
damn.
He was kind of short,
yeah. But, you were laughing. Yeah.
Because that was my first thought, But GT's super cool. He's like, yeah, bro, this and that. Like, come on in, like whatever. Like, I was like, man, this guy's so humble. Like, this guy's crazy.
Little did you know, he was so nervous that day.
Was he?
Yeah, he was nervous. No I was like, GT, why are you nervous? He's like, I'm just nervous, bro. Like, really? And I'm like, well, I'll go help you whatever you need. You need hilera, you need eyes. Don't worry about that.
You
like,
couldn't even walk inside the shop after a while.
Too full, right?
I think Juice was doing a
color too.
Bro, you couldn't walk in that thing. I was like, damn. Yeah. But it's crazy how like. Even if I was living in Bakersfield, how people when I came here, like they still knew, like, hey, Steezy, like, so it was cool because these guys are like, bro, it looks like you just belong here, like just stay here. And I'm like, I can't, bro. Like, Bakersfield baptized me, but now it's just like I still show love to people here. To LA. And then same thing at Colores, like I seen people there that I went to barber college with. Yeah. That I haven't seen in a while, like Holy, I haven't seen Holy in a minute, and it was cool to see him. And just different people that were there, bro. Dapper, and I haven't seen him in a minute. and it was just good to like see that back then I used to talk to them. Now the topics are, hey bro, when's your next video? Like,
yeah.
And it was cool, bro. And I was like, man, like honestly, it was just super dope to me, like just to see everybody and tap in, and you know, just to see everyone there, bro. Actually, like networking, like it was super dope. And how are the young barbers there? Like, and everyone showed hospitality. Your barber showed hospitality too. You know, everyone was showing love. Like, I was like, damn, man, like these people. Same thing. We left, bro. Everyone's nice, bro. Like, yeah, I think he went to Pro Studios too.
Oh, okay.
With Tanya's, I didn't get to go that day. But yeah, he was like, bro, people aren't just kind out here, bro.
Yeah.
It's a different ball game.
I think barbers we're barbers. You know, we have to have that customer service, and then when we're barbers, we have that more. But
honestly, the courtesy. Way it moves is like a certain, like, you know, I wouldn't say it's like a certain city, but it's like. It's all in almost the same circle, like Linwood, you know, like
LA,
you guys move
down.
around LA, you know, and it kind of like coasting around together, like, cause I see almost the same faces when I come out and you know, see like an event I go to, I see almost the same faces. I'm like, maybe a couple extra new ones too, but, or people that are inspired to start. But I'm like, damn, other than that, bro, everyone comes out to support each other, you know, that I see. Like, they're always posting and stuff like that. And it makes me happy to come back and see that, honestly.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's one of the biggest things for me, bro, is like coming back and see, like, that people are just positive, you know, and just staying, like, the barber culture, I don't know how much has changed ever since I left, but because I pick up inspiration and because I have the inspiration that since I was here, now I get to take out there and do something different, you know, like, you know, evolve it and kind of change Bakersfield in some sort of way. And for people to see something different, be like, oh, I want to, you know, do something like that, you know? So that's kind of like the vibes that I get out here. You guys always have something going on, you know, in the barber culture. So that's
I think that's the goal. Like me and KO right now, we're trying to do some events. I want to do something different. I have something in mind, but hopefully I'll probably tap in with you. I know with KO, we'll probably have a crazy event, not like a barber battle, more like of a kind of like a showcase, fashion show, network. Have some production playing, like your movies out there, like just different stuff, you know, like
a song too. I don't know,
whatever it is.
I don't know, whatever.
Correct. yeah. So we already hit an hour and a half, bro. Honestly, I think you built a great name, bro, in LA and in I know you're gonna do it in Bakersfield. You're already doing it.
Yeah.
I think nobody sees the work that goes behind all that, you know, but you've done it, and you're seeing the fruits of your labor right now, especially when you go out and people get to see you. So I just want to give you your flowers, bro. For keep doing what you're doing. I think you're doing a great job. You're really creative, bro.
Yeah.
You know, I could tell you're really professional as well too. Like pretty sure people who work with you, they enjoyed it and they've learned from you.
Yeah.
You know, you have a nice mindset, a good business mentality, bro, that I think we could learn from. I honestly learned a lot from you today.
Yeah, I appreciate you, bro. Thank you guys. Honestly, you guys inspire me so much too, bro. And the fact that, like, you know, you guys are doing as far as this podcast, like, it's very different. You know, now it's something new. And, you know, honestly, you know, hopefully it grows into way bigger, bro. And see you guys on magazines and doing all that, bro. I could literally see this going somewhere, bro. And, like, I just got a positive vibe today, bro. And it was cool. You know, I learned something from you guys too. And, you know. It just makes me a better, stronger person too, bro, you know? So,
thank you, bro. Thank you.
Guys, bro.
KO, you want to wrap it up?
Yeah, man, it's just a pleasure, man, to have you here, to finally, you know, be able to sit down and chop it up, besides, you know, looking at your great videos and the great production that you always bring to life. I just want to give you the flowers as well, man. Like, keep grinding, bro. Keep doing what you're doing. People are watching, and like you said, man, there's people hitting you up. I'm excited to see what, you know, the next video with your daughter's going to be, and anything else that you get yourself into as well. And just like we tell everyone, you know, our doors are open for any time or anything that you need from us, you know, in regards to whatever it is to, you know, put together for the barber industry. Let us know, bro. Tap in with us.
Thank you, bro. Appreciate that.
And continue to fucking strive for greatness, bro, because you're killing it, and continue to do that. And I know I'm going to continue to see you in these different events.
Likewise, bro.
And all this stuff, man. So shout outs to you. Shout outs to Bako. And there it is, DTB Podcast.
Let's go, Steve. Real quick, just say where they can find you at.
Guys, you can find me on Instagram under Blessedbysteezy. If you guys want to tap in with me there, I have a bunch of videos. You guys go to my page. You guys know who it is. Thankfully, you know, you guys all support the movement, the videos, you know, the content creation. I do want to do different type or style of videos now. So I can't wait to see what's in store for you guys too, what's next. And maybe, you know, you guys see us back here soon, maybe on a different type of podcast, and we'll do something different, you know? So I'll see you guys. Thank you guys so much for having me here again, bro. Appreciate you guys. All love. My daughter, the GOAT.
Let's go.
Thank you guys.
Stay down, came up, God made a way.